Welcome back to Broken Bobby's transformation page. In the late 80s, I became involved with drugs and would eventually become part of that lifestyle of trafficking, addiction, and violence. Over the next 20 years, I would be in and out of jail and prison. If you're thinking about trying something or you're dealing with addiction, your life don't need to go down the same path mine did. I hurt a lot of people, both physically and emotionally. These are my stories of how I transformed my life, and you can too. Let's get. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the thumbnail and the title, this is LA County Jail, a Woods Perspective. And this video was the reason I'm making this video is there was a comment that was dropped by Jim Foley. Appreciate your comment, Jim. I'm going to put the comment up here. I'm not going to read it word for word, but he asked a question about, different, like with the woods, like the difference between somebody that might be in there for a DUI and somebody that's going to prison. And I'm going to break that down for you guys. And one thing I will say with my LA County jail stories, as far as the woodpile goes, LA County jail is different from any county jail or even prison that I've ever been to. LA County jail's like its own animal as far as the woodpile goes. And well, with my experiences, like all I can speak on is what I've seen and what I've been a part of. And like going to Riverside or San Bernardino County jails is completely different. Completely different, not even on the same planet. So if you are new to the channel, subscribe. If you enjoy this sort of content, jail, prison, and ultimately sobriety is what I try to push on here. Like the video if you enjoy it. Share the video also. It really helps us to grow, and we've been growing really well, so I appreciate that. And hit that notification bell so that anytime I go live or I drop a new video, you will be notified and you can jump on it when you're ready. So, LA County Jail. First thing, and now something to keep in mind, I'm an IE Wood, which is San Bernardino and Riverside counties. If you don't know, the Inland Empire is San Bernardino and Riverside counties. So, typically wherever I've been, there's always a lot of IE Woods. Obviously, when you're in Riverside or San Bernardino counties, that's the vast majority of, everybody that's out there. But in LA County, an IE Wood is like a four-leaf clover or something. Like you just don't run across them. I ran across one when I was in Supermax, and I'll tell that story here shortly. But the difference between the types of inmates. Now, one thing I will say, if you land somewhere where, and like when I was in Supermax, there were 9 woods in the housing unit that I was in. And for LA County, in my experiences, we were deep there. Now, keep in mind, this is probably an 80-man dorm. So, obviously, all the other races were deeper than us. But, I walked in and I was like, this is where you guys are all hiding, basically. And so, like when you're in those types of places, also when I was in 9500, there were quite a few solid woods in there. But when you are in these types of situations where, we actually have a car and, you are definitely expected to perform, whether you're in there for a DUI or a hot one. Don't matter. If something happens with your race, you are definitely expected to perform. So now getting to like Medium North or Supermax, first you have to go through Men's Central Jail. And with Men's Central Jail, what happens is, okay, so you come through the inmate reception center and they, do all the classifying and all that stuff. And then you are going to be sent upstairs to one of the different floors, 3000, 2,000, whatever it may be. And you're going to be housed in either a 4-man, 6-man, or I think there's 8-man cells as well. And that's just a temporary layover, basically. They're going to send you up there. You're going to more than likely, spend the night. Then they're going to put you on a bus and send you to Wayside. Wayside is, I guess you would call that like pretrial. It was never really referred to that way when I was doing time in LA County, and I haven't been in LA County since 2004. So it's been a while. Maybe it's different now. If it is, drop a comment and let me know what it's like out there. But basically, you would go out there to Wayside, either to Medium North. I think there's East Max. I never been there. And then there's Super Max, which is dorm housing. And you basically will spend your time there waiting until you have to go to court. And then when that happens, they'll stick you on a bus and send you to court. So let's see, when I was in 9500, like I said, there was a lot of parole violators and stuff up there. So like I got a lot of education when I was there, and that was my first time through LA County Jail. But there were some good homeboys in there that put me up on game and basically taught me how I'm supposed to act as a functioning wood. And yeah, I got a lot of great info there. So Supermax, like I said, there was 9 woods in there, and we ended up getting into a riot with the Pisces. I've told that story already. The LA County Jail riot. It's a 2-parter. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. Yeah, that was. Then I was in Medium North. In Medium North, there were no woods in there at all when I rolled in. Now this is a bit of a smaller dorm type setting. Probably 50 people in a dorm. I don't know if I'm wrong on that. Definitely drop a comment and let me know so I can be correct on this. But when I rolled up there, like I said, there were no woods. So the Southsider, I don't know if it was the rep or maybe his right hand, approached me and said basically I could fall under them while I was there until some more woods came along, or until I moved on. And I opted to do that while I was there. Basically, the only expectation was if it jumped, that I was to jump with them, and if I got store, 10% went to the kitty. What the kitty is it's a collection of like hygiene items and stuff like that, so that if somebody comes in indigent, then they'll be able to go and use some deodorant or toothpaste or something of that sort. So in like I said, that was Medium North. Now, when you get into the cells and the cell living, I ended up eventually stuck in 2900 Charlie Row when I was waiting to go to the joint. And over there, like there were 3 woods on that whole cell block. And, like we just didn't really exist in there. And the guy next door that I was real cool with, that basically had the block, he was waiting to go to prison as well. And then there was another wood that rolled up, but he didn't last long. I told that story in Woods Getting Taxed in LA County. You can check that story out. Uh, you know, but from what I understand, typically the skinheads have their own spot. There's like a skinhead dorm or something. I don't know. I've never been there. I'm not a skinhead. But and then the higher, the higher power individuals will get sent to 1750, which was high power at that time. And so, yeah, typically a lot of the guys that you're going to see when you're passing through Men's Central, or if you get stuck there, are like the DUIs, the smokers, basically, that got caught with a rock or something. And you know, a lot of those guys, like, you really just can't rely on if something were to happen. Like I said, the thing is, if you are in an environment where there are woods, so and something cracks off, you're definitely expected to uh, follow suit. And if you don't, then you're going to have something coming once all the dust, all the smoke clears. So that's my take on uh, LA County Jail and what it's like as a wood. I will say this though, being that you usually don't have numbers, it's a really fine line that you have to walk with these other races, because you can't just let people run over you, but at the same time, if something cracks, you're getting jumped, and that's just what it is. So, I was pretty good with the mouthpiece and able to wiggle in situations where it could have been bad, but some woods totally get the blues in there because they just don't know how to act, I guess. The thing is, the way you carry yourself a lot of times is going to determine the way people treat you. You don't want to be walking around with your chest all out like you're super wood, but at the same time, you don't want to be walking around looking at the floor. You want to keep your head up. You want to, act like you belong, I guess you would say. So that's my story on a woods perspective of LA County Jail. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Family, fitness, and freedom are the things that made it so that I don't have to worry about being in these types of situations anymore. And I feel like they can help you as well. Remember, just play the tape all the way through. If you're making bad decisions, think about where those decisions can take you. They can take you to places like this, and I can tell you, it's not nice. Recommend, if you're getting clean, hit the gym. You know, a lot of times when you get a good workout, it releases chemicals into your brain that, it's not like getting high, but it definitely feels good. So, it's developing good habits and getting rid of those bad habits so that, we can move forward and be successful in this life. So, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash that like button, drop a comment, let me know what you think. Did I get this right? Did I get it wrong? Give me your thoughts. And hit that notification bell so that anytime I drop a new video or go live, you will be notified and you can jump on it when you're ready. Also, you can become a member of the channel. Hit that join button and check out what we got going on there. I'm going to be working on trying to get some merchandise together, and I'm going to try to do some giveaways to people that join the channel. So be on the lookout for that as well. Hope everybody's having a great week, and don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.